Okay, good morning and welcome to today's class. Today we are going to talk about how to recognize when there is emergency versus potential emergency situation. Okay, I'm Nurul, your trainer for today. Right, so a bit of housekeeping. Toilet break, anytime you need to go to toilet is there. Questions, if you have any questions, you can just ask during the class. The notes you can download from the website. Okay, if you need to have any break, we will have a break at the end of this class. The emergency exit is there, and please don't forget to fill out the attendance form. Okay, all right. Okay, so what we are going to cover today? So today we are going to cover on how to recognize when there is emergency situation versus a potential emergency situation. So emergency situation, I will explain what constitute emergency situation and what constitute potential emergency situation. Okay, and all of you here are studying for certificate in hospitality, and hopefully in future you will work in hotels. So whatever experience or examples I'm going to share here is related to hotel industry. Okay. All right. So a bit of introduction about myself. I graduated from Melbourne Uni, and then I also am a chartered accountant. Why I'm suitable for this course is because I have actually managed holiday rental before. I used to run Airbnb business as well, and I also was promoting hotels and holiday apartments. So I'll share a bit my experience in the journey that I went through in the past. Okay, so let us get to know each other first. Okay, so in front of you, you have a piece of paper. So you can spend a few minutes to write down what is the one emergency situation that you face in your life that you still remember until now. So when you are ready to share, you can share your name, where you come from, and what is the emergency situation.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready to share?
I'm ready.
Okay.
So my name is Kodel Tambadou. I'm a student from France,
Okay.
and my story about the emergency is when I was young. A hot soup we were boiling
Uh-huh.
fell on me because I was too hungry.
Okay.
I was little,
Okay.
and my family, my mother and my sisters, call for help,
Uh-huh.
and they come and they showered me.
Shower you.
Yes,
Okay.
with ice water.
Oh, okay. And then after that, what happened?
Nothing. They left.
Oh, with ice water.
Yes.
So do you have like blister or what or
No,
nothing?
it was minors effect.
Minor
So
effect.
yeah,
Okay. So after that you okay lah. No,
yeah,
no, nothing happened to your
yeah,
skin or
nothing.
whatever. Oh,
Yeah.
luckily. Okay. Last few months, my mother was cooking. The frying pan fell down, so the hot oil splashed onto her leg. So it went her leg, her hand, and luckily I was there, so I had to throw the what do you call that flour onto her.
Oh, okay.
And after that, but when she contacted my auntie who's nurse, my auntie said go need to wash. So when she washed, then it become like blister. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I asked you. Luckily, yours don't have blister.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, all right. So that is quite scary, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, all right. So in this module today, I'm going to share from the context of in the hotel industry, in the accommodation, what could happen during in the hotel industry that as staff we need to make sure that we know how to handle. Okay, so examples that are most common will be like fire, or smoke, or sometimes we also have medical emergency. Say someone had heart attack. Most like few weeks ago, there was this artist, a celebrity from Taiwan, who died in the hotel. Yeah, so that is possible. We don't know what happened. Or chemical spill. Maybe we order some, say for example, uh, detergent or Clorox, and then it accidentally leaking or spill. And security threat, because now, like the potential for terrorist attack, potential for people want to bomb the hotel, there is risk of that. Okay, so this could happen as well. So it is very important for you as future staff of the hotel industry to know what you need to do and how you are going to manage the guests and your safety as well. Okay. All right. So let's watch this video.
Why do hotels need rigorous emergency scenario training? Imagine being in a hotel where everyone knows exactly what to do when a fire breaks out or a guest needs urgent medical help. It might sound simple, but in reality, it takes careful planning and practice. Hotels face many kinds of emergencies, from natural disasters to security threats. Without proper training, chaos can quickly take over, putting lives at risk and damaging the hotel's reputation. That's why hotels need to run detailed emergency scenario training regularly. It helps staff respond quickly and confidently during real emergencies. When employees practice evacuation drills, they learn how to guide guests safely out of the building. They also get familiar with emergency equipment like fire extinguishers, first aid kits, and alarm systems. This hands on experience cuts response times and reduces panic. Training should start during new employee onboarding and continue with refresher courses every 6 months. This keeps everyone sharp and aware of any new safety rules or procedures. It also shows staff that safety is a top priority, motivating them to stay prepared. Hotels must follow safety laws and regulations, which often require regular emergency training. For example, fire safety certifications demand that staff know how to handle fires of different sizes and types. First aid training is also necessary to treat minor injuries or assist in serious medical emergencies. Proper training helps avoid legal issues and demonstrates a commitment to safety. It's especially important to consider guests with disabilities. Staff need to know how to help guests with mobility, hearing, or visual impairments during evacuations. This ensures everyone feels safe and included. Well-trained staff can keep calm and coordinate with emergency responders, reducing confusion. After drills or real emergencies, reviewing what happened helps improve procedures. This continuous learning makes the hotel more resilient. In short, rigorous emergency scenario training saves lives, keeps operations running smoothly, and builds trust with guests. It's a vital part of delivering excellent service even when things go wrong. For hospitality teams, investing in ongoing, realistic training is the best way to handle crises confidently and maintain a safe, welcoming environment.
Okay. So do you remember what the video said? How often should we do refresher training for our staff?
It's a good thing.
Yeah, how often? When should we train the staff?
Often,
Often.
often.
How many months?
Three,
Three?
three,
Six.
six.
Yeah.
Okay.
So every
The
6
double.
months, they have to do refresher. So when the new staff come on board, they must be trained. And then every 6 months, they should be trained again. Okay, all right. Okay, so when there's emergency versus potential emergency situation, as you can read here on the in the boxes, you can see the difference. Emergency situation means you need to take action immediately. Okay, potential emergency, you have to see what is the signs. The signs whether it's going to be worse or is manageable. Okay, so if it's confirmed emergency situation, example, fire. Okay, suddenly the kitchen got fire. Then most likely, uh, it's emergency lah. Okay, the gas fell down, suddenly fell down, okay, and don't respond. You call also didn't answer. Or you have someone come with the armor, want to rob everyone in hotel, for example. Okay, so security threat. Potential emergency is when, for example, you can see smoke, but you don't see fire. So then you have to investigate first. Okay? Or you are walking along the corridor, you see one bag left there. I don't know whose bag is it, whether the person go to toilet or the person really purposely leave there, got bomb, we don't know. So we have to investigate. Or you see water leaking, which is quite normal in hotel because especially after rain, the roof have leak, okay, so they might be leaking. So we check first. So in these examples, it's not emergency situation. You have time to check. On the left side, emergency. You must take action immediately. Okay. Okay. So how to know? Basically, we have a few things to help us. For example, in every hotel must have alarm. So if got smoke, the alarm will ring. Okay. If the what do you call that? If the fire, also the alarm will ring. If we have, for example, smoke detector, if there's certain gas that come out, the smoke detector can detect. Sometimes smoke detector can change color, right? And then we have gas reports. So gas also, sometimes it happens in the gas room. We are walking outside in the corridor, we don't know. So gas report to the front office, we also can go and check. Okay? And suspicious activity. For example, you see one group of guys come in with masks. Okay, so then it's suspicious lah. Why are they wearing masks? If it's a normal COVID mask, then it's different. When they're wearing, with the head like want to rob, then it's really suspicious. Okay, so you can actually see the signs. So the more you experience or the more you are aware, the better it is for you to be prepared. Okay, let's do this activity. I give you a few minutes to write down in your paper to analyze and see whether each of the scenario is emergency situation or potential emergency situation. Why do you think that is emergency or potential emergency? And then the second part is what you're going to do. How will you respond to this situation? Okay, I give you a few minutes to write down.
I'm
Okay.
okay. Yeah.
All right. Okay. You want to share
Yeah.
first scenario?
So in the first scenario, I would say it's a potential emergency because it's only water for now. So that's a situation that we can handle at
Okay.
first. So I would say so. For the scenario B,
Yes, collapse.
I call for help, but
Okay.
hospital, not waiting someone or personal
Okay.
directly. I would
Directly call the hospital.
yeah.
Okay.
And for scenario C, I'm between the two. I would say potential emergency, but a bit of emergency also because we don't know what is it. It could be poison. It could be a lot of things. We don't know what is it. So I would be first called personal, depending where I am,
Yes.
and depending these facts, I would manage to know. Maybe I'll call both at the same time. Emergency and the personnel depends of the situation.
Okay. So for scenario A, you will report to your management or supervisor.
Yeah.
For scenario B, immediately call the authorities, ambulance to come.
Yeah.
Okay. And scenario C, you're not sure whether should call the authorities or should call your superior to come and check.
Yes.
Yeah, so it will depend on what is the smell, right? Yeah, if it's the smell is very dangerous, you want to cough and throw up, then it's very emergency. Yes, very good. Okay, so you have to know the situation to assess the situation. Have logical thinking. The most important thing is when this kind of things happen, don't panic. Because if you panic, the guests will be even more panic.
Yes.
Alright? Okay, next. Okay, so when we are faced with this kind of situation, first thing we need to do is we stay calm. Although inside our heart already, okay, but we as staff, we have to behave. Okay, take care everyone. Don't worry, don't panic. Okay, take a deep breath, and then we have to assess the situation. If, for example, if it's a situation whereby there's fire, immediately you have to ask all the guests to leave. To go where? If there's fire, where should the people go?
Exit.
Exit, yes. Go to the assembly area outside. Okay, far, at least a certain distance from the hotel. Okay, and make sure all the staff are also in safe situation. Okay, and then you have to report immediately if you have time. Okay, if you have time for reporting to supervisor, you report to supervisor. But if the situation is emergency, you have to report to authorities, just report to authorities. Okay? And then you must know when and who you have to report to. Okay, which supervisor, so which situation. So usually in our safety training, we will already clearly identify. For this level 1 problem, report to who. If it's level 5, report to who. Okay, so as a staff, we need to memorize this so that we don't need to go and find the notebook during the emergency situation. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, so can you read here what mistakes we should avoid from acting when there's any emergency? Can you read the first one?
Yes. Delaying reporting, waiting to confirm an emergency before reporting can cost valuable time.
Okay, so what does it mean? What do you understand from this?
That we can lose a lot of time when there is a danger.
Correct, yes. So that's why when there is an emergency, time is the most valuable. A difference of 5-10 minutes can maybe save the life of the person who fell down, right? So we ourselves must be able to assess. Okay, next one.
Ignoring warning signs, potential emergency can escalate quickly if not addressed.
Yes. Okay, example. When you think of example of the three just now, which one is potential can this happen? Water leaking, gas collapse, and the smell.
For example, gas collapse. If the guest is complaining about headache or don't feel okay,
Yes.
sensation of confusion, maybe starting to faint. So maybe we have to think quickly in this kind of situation.
Yes.
We can we this type of sign we can act already.
Correct. Yes. Okay. Very good. Number 3.
Panicking or overreacting, remaining calm helps you think clearly and act appropriately.
Yeah. So this is very, very important. Among all, I would say the first step is you must not panic. Okay. Right. The last one.
Not following procedure, organizational protocols exist to ensure consistent, effective response.
Okay. So every situation in the hotel will have specific procedure how to manage the situation. So it's very important that we follow the protocol. So say for example is water leaking. Water leaking, you will not tell the big boss, right?
Yes.
You probably will tell the supervisor. Yeah. So it requires, even without very detailed procedure, we must be able to think logically. Okay, all right. Okay, so before we go to the key takeaways, I have another video to show you. Okay, let me show you the video.
What should an emergency response plan include for hospitality guest safety? Imagine you're staying at a hotel and suddenly there's a fire, a medical emergency, or a security threat. Would you feel confident that the staff knows exactly what to do? That's why having a solid emergency response plan is so important. It's not just about safety, it's about making sure guests feel cared for and protected during stressful moments. First, a good plan starts with a thorough risk assessment. The hotel
Okay,
needs to
remember to take
identify
notes.
what
What should
hazards
be
are
in
most
the
likely in their
emergency plan?
location. For example, if the hotel is near the coast, they should prepare for hurricanes or floods. If it's in an area prone to earthquakes, the plan must include earthquake safety steps. Knowing these risks helps prioritize what needs to be done first during an emergency. Next, clear communication is key. The hotel should have established channels to share information quickly. This could include loudspeakers, text alerts, or digital notices on guest devices. Staff must know who to contact and what messages to deliver. Designating trained spokespeople helps prevent confusion and ensures accurate information reaches everyone. Evacuation and shelter-in-place procedures are also vital. The plan should have well-marked escape routes that are inspected regularly. These routes need to be accessible for guests with disabilities. The hotel should also have designated safe zones outside the building where everyone can gather and be accounted for. Sometimes, evacuating isn't safe, so shelter-in-place instructions are equally important. Staff roles must be clearly assigned. Each team member should know their responsibilities, whether it's guiding guests, administering first aid, or liaising with emergency responders. Having specific duties helps the response be quick and organized. Keeping an updated list of all guests and staff is essential for accountability. This way, the team can quickly verify who is safe and who might need help. Special support should be planned for guests with mobility issues or other needs. Regular training and drills keep everyone prepared. Staff should practice evacuation, first aid, and fire safety at least twice a year. These exercises help identify weaknesses and improve response times. Supplies like first aid kits, flashlights, water, and communication devices must always be ready. The hotel should also secure valuables and important documents during an emergency. Coordination with local emergency services is a must. The hotel should establish relationships with fire departments, police, and medical teams. Sharing plans and contact details ensures everyone works smoothly together during a crisis. After the emergency, the plan should include steps to secure the property and communicate with guests about reopening. Monitoring official updates and providing clear information helps rebuild trust. Finally, providing guests with easy to understand emergency brochures and instructions can make a big difference. Clear, compassionate communication helps reduce panic and reassures everyone that their safety is the top priority. By including these elements, hotels can build a response plan that keeps guests safe, reduces chaos, and helps staff respond confidently. Regularly reviewing and updating the plan ensures it stays effective against new risks or changes in the environment.
Okay, all right, so let's test your memory. Okay, so when we have any, say, earthquake, right? Earthquake, the earth move, the suddenly shaking.
Okay.
Okay. So in that kind of situation, what should people do?
Uh, if the ground shaking,
The ground shaking.
hide in a space where he's in danger or table cannot fall on you.
Ah, very smart. Yes, that's right.
Exactly.
Yeah, so for example, children in Japan, they are taught since young if there is any earthquake, they must hide under the table.
Yeah, in France, you see, in
Same
France
also?
too, we have to do this.
Yeah, because in countries that have earthquake, that's something basic. Like in Malaysia, we don't have earthquake, but recently we seem to have. But actually,
Okay.
we're not supposed to have. We are not in
Okay.
the fire circle.
Yeah.
Not circle of fire or something like that. Yeah. The other thing is, I want to share also when I was in Manila a few months ago. That time they have typhoon. They have very strong storm. So
Okay.
the wind very strong outside. So the government actually sent SMS to us. Oh, now we are at level what? After
Yes.
that is level what? Beware if you're going out. So because when you go out of the hotel, like I want to go from my hotel to the other hotel where I have the event or the shopping mall. It's like if you hold the umbrella can fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was very impressive because here in Malaysia we don't have such thing.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So basically, we always have to take note of different situation. Then we can design how to respond to the different situation. Okay. So basically, very important. First thing, we must recognize early signs. So meaning, if we see a some smoke come out from the kitchen, we also must take action already. It's not like, oh, smoke, never mind lah, maybe someone smoking in there, so you just walk away, right? So you must be curious to go and check what's happening. Okay. Or for example, suddenly you smell something weird. Okay, you are walking by the lift and then you smell something weird. So you need to be careful of what you are smelling. If it's very dangerous, you have to go further away. But if it's not, then you can go and check. If not, you have to report to people to check. Okay, all right. And then suspicious activities, like for example of suspicious activities. Can you recall?
Uh, like you said before, a person who come in the main hall with a mask.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a mask when we have a cold something, but
that's right.
a mask with who covered all the face.
Yes, correct.
And
Yeah.
maybe something in the hand or in the pocket that is weird.
Yes,
So-
weird looking style
Yeah,
of
yeah.
walking. Yes.
Yeah, maybe that's
Yeah.
suspicious.
Sometimes they might
Yeah.
come very handsome, but you can see they are like, like how to say, like fidgeting. Right,
Okay.
so
Yeah,
like
stress sign.
stress, yeah. So you also can predict. Okay.
Yeah.
Second, most important, follow the procedures. Whatever procedures we have in the hotel must follow. And lastly, all our staff must know how to act calm. Maybe you are not feeling calm, but you must know
Yeah.
how to act like you are calm. Okay, so before we end today's class, make sure you remember this. Even if you are a guest, okay, you also must know how to act. So don't forget to fill up the QR to scan the QR code for your feedback form. Okay, so you can scan now. Just spend a few minutes acting. Okay, okay. Okay, you can scan and fill up your comments.
Okay.
Alright?
Alright.
Okay, so we'll see you later after the
Okay.
break. Thank you.
See you later. Thank you.
Okay.